Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie and welcome back to my family's channel, The Happy Healthy Vegans. Today I'm going to be making vegan Oreo cheesecake. First we're going to start with the crust by adding 30 Oreos to my food processor. Get that started, and then we're going to be adding about a quarter cup of refined coconut oil to help it bind together. I actually used the oil for this video, but I suggest using vegan melted butter. It binds better. Once the oil is all combined and the Oreos are all crumbling, I'm going to be pouring it into my 9-inch springform pan. I didn't do this, but I actually recommend oiling up the sides of your springform pan so that the filling doesn't stick. Okay, now that my crust is inside my springform pan, I'm going to be using my fingers to evenly distribute the crust along the bottom of the pan. Once the crust is evenly distributed along the bottom of the pan, I'm going to be putting the pan in the fridge to help harden the crust. Should put it in the fridge probably about a half hour, if not more. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to be working on my cream cheese filling. I have about 2 containers of tofutti cream cheese that I've melted down in a saucepan because I forgot to take it out an hour before at time. I'm using my spatula to plop it all into my blender. And once that's all in my blender, I'm going to be adding about a half a cup of refined melted coconut oil. Then I'm going to be adding a third of a cup of lemon juice that I just poured from a jar. You can use fresh lemons if you wish. And then also going to be adding 2/3 of a cup of sugar. I use stevia, not white sugar, because that's what I have at home, but white sugar is completely fine too. Now that the sugar is added, I'm going to be putting this on my blender until it's all nice and smooth and creamy and all incorporated together. Look at that creamy goodness. Now that that's all combined, I'm going to be using my same spatula and pouring this into a different bowl. Once that's all poured in, I'm going to use your spatula. You want to get as much as you possibly can of the cream cheese out of the blender. It's kind of pricey. This isn't a cheap dessert, but it's a total delicious indulgence. The first time I ever made this was for my husband Mark's birthday in April. He loves Oreos but not cheesecake, so I wasn't sure how this was going to go. The cheesecake was a big hit, by the way. Mark loved it, and so did my daughter Sam and my son Boyd. Let's just say it didn't last very long. Okay, now I have about 12 Oreos in a bag that I'm going to be sealing in and using my mallet to crush into tiny little pieces. Not dust, just into small pieces. Using the edge of my mallet gives me the best results. And then once that is all crushed up into about bite-sized pieces, I'm then going to be adding it into the cream cheese filling. Now that my Oreos are in the filling, I'm going to be using my same spatula that I've been using this whole time and gently fold my crushed Oreos into my cream cheese filling. You don't want to over mix this because if you start over mixing it, your cream cheese will start to turn brown, and you don't want that. It's been about half an hour now and I've taken my crust out of the fridge. It looks like it's pretty settled in, so I'm going to be pouring my cheese cream filling into my pan and then using the spatula to spread it out evenly. Once done, I will place the pan back in the fridge for the cream cheese filling and the crust to fully harden. It takes about 2 hours. Okay, it's been about 2 hours and I have my cheesecake here. As you can see, it's firmed up nicely and now I'm ready to decorate it. I'm going to be decorating it just with more Oreos. Each Oreo will indicate a slice of cheesecake. I'm not making the slices very big because it's actually a very sweet dessert. You can also use vegan whipped cream or I guess whatever else you like to use to top off your cheesecakes. But I didn't use whipped cream. I couldn't find any in the stores, so I'm just keeping it simple today with Oreos. Now this is my finished vegan Oreo cheesecake. If anybody likes to see me make a different dessert or anything savory, just comment below, and thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share because sharing is caring. Bye now.